Really great questions about the perimenopausal hormone reset. So obviously it is for perimenopausal women, and that's anyone who's basically over the age of 35. We know that perimenopause can start as early as 35. For me, it started as early as 31. So you can actually be in perimenopause quite early. We used to think it was late 40s and 50s, but that is not necessarily the case. So who is this reset for? The question I got asked yesterday is, can I do the perimenopause hormone reset if I've had a hysterectomy and I'm in medical menopause? And the answer is 100% yes. In fact, if you have had a medical hysterectomy, this is going to help you so much because we are looking at lifestyle principles to help regulate hormones, the hormones that you still have, so that you can feel as good or better as you did before your hysterectomy. That can absolutely happen. I've worked with many clients who have had medical hysterectomies, and it takes some time. We, of course, can get hormones relatively balanced from a natural perspective. So yes, if you are in medical menopause and you have had a hysterectomy, the perimenopause hormone reset will help you so much because we focus on diet and exercise and stress management and sleep, and then supplements just based off of general hormone and mineral insufficiencies that I see in a lot of my women. So please come in if you are postmenopausal. From a medical perspective, that's totally fine. I would love to have you in, and we can absolutely make it work for your station in life. All right, the other question I got asked just today was, I'm in natural menopause, so I have not had a period for 12 months. Can I still come into the perimenopause hormone reset? And I'm like, yes, sister, 100%. In fact, if you are in regular, just transitional menopause, you've not had a period for 12 months, there are some things that are happening with your hormones, right? You have completely tanked your estrogen, right? That generally tends to happen right about the age of 50, 55. Estrogen levels decline and you stop having a period. That's the definition of menopause. Progesterone levels are also low. You might not feel as good when you are in menopause. You might have some weight gain, you might have sleep issues, you might have mood issues. Those are all things that the perimenopause hormone reset addresses. Just because you have not had a period for 12 months doesn't mean you can't hop into this reset, because again, we're not doing any testing on this reset. There's no Dutch test, there's no hair tissue mineral analysis. This is a low cost option for a lot of you guys who are like interested in working with someone like me but can't quite afford the high ticket, one-to-one coaching package with all the labs. This is such a good place to start. In fact, I would say 99% of what I do with my clients is going to be focused on the basics. And I'm a functional diagnostic nutrition practitioner, you guys know. So at FDN, we call this our DRESS protocol. It's actually a patented protocol. It's diet, rest, exercise, stress management, and supplements. That's DRESS. So that is what I built all of my programs off of. If you have done these programs with me in the past, you know you're gonna get a suggested meal plan with shopping lists and recipes. We're gonna dial in your protein. We're gonna dial in your minerals. We are also gonna work on stress management and sleep, because if you're not sleeping and your body is stuck in fight or flight mode, you are never going to heal. And healing looks different for everyone. I'm not a doctor, so I can't diagnose, treat, or prescribe, or really even say the word heal. So you are doing self-healing. I am not healing you, obviously. You're working on rebalancing yourself through these principles that I'm going to be teaching you in the reset. So obviously, if you are in perimenopause, and the way you are in perimenopause, the way you know you're in perimenopause is if you have the symptoms. There's not really a test that we can do to tell you, hey, you're in perimenopause, sorry. But if you are dealing with new mood swings and gut issues and sleep issues and that muffin top that it sits like right here, you can't even fit into your yoga pants anymore. You got that little squishy belly that just popped out of nowhere. That is perimenopause belly, and that tends to happen right around the age of 35, even if you're doing all the exercise and dieting correctly. So it is a really good program for you to come in and learn proper principles of nutrition, because we know what worked for us in our 20s and really our teenagers and even our teen years and even our early 30s. It just stops working in perimenopause. You can't diet more, you can't exercise harder, you can't do all the things that you did when you were in your teens and 20s and early 30s in perimenopause, because they just stop working. So again, that's why we dial in proper perimenopause and menopausal nutrition, and we go really hard on the stress management, learning how to manage all the stressors that by no means can you actually take away in your life, but you can find a way through them, gracefully, with some of the tips and tricks that I'll be teaching you in the reset. We're also focusing on sleep, because if you're not sleeping, your body isn't going to rebalance. It's not going to feel good. So if sleep is a huge issue for you, come into the reset so I can teach you how to do that. This is, again, where I give all my secrets away, like everything that I have learned in working with almost 1,000 private clients in the past as an FDN practitioner, running the labs on my girls and working with them every single week in a one-to-one close setting. I've learned so much about women's hormones. Like, I thank God for each one of my clients, because they are such a teaching experience for me. And I've gleaned so much information from, working with all of my private clients. And that is what I like to pull into the reset. So what I'm working on these days, what I've learned this past year, all of that is going into the reset. And again, that's great for perimenopausal women, but it's also so good for menopausal women, because the principles don't really change. And that's a cool thing about functional nutrition and functional medicine, is that we don't look at disease states, right? We are looking at the body as a whole. So if you have a mood issue, if you have a gut issue, if you have a weight issue, if you have a sleep issue, all of those things are interconnected. And I'm not going to treat you differently, not like treat like a doctor, right? Just like treat you like as a friend or client. I'm not going to treat you differently, if you are have sleep issues as opposed to weight issues. Like, we are going to the root of all of those problems. And that is what we do in the reset. And that is what I do as an FDN practitioner. So if you are looking for something that's more root cause, more foundational, if you want help with nutrition, like, what the heck do I eat? Everyone's telling me, like, do 1 meal a day, do carnivore, do vegan, do Weight Watchers. You will get proper principles on what to eat and how to nourish yourself really well on the reset, right? You are going to get principles on how to actually sleep. You are going to get principles on how to deal with your stress management. And I don't just give you a program and leave you to it. We also have a really active Facebook group. I'm in that Facebook group every single day with my girls. They know they can tag me. They know I'm in there laughing with them, encouraging them, keeping them accountable. We have prizes. We have giveaways for this reset. It's a really fun thing that we get to do being in that Facebook group. It's always everyone's favorite part. Even if you're a lurker, I'm kind of a lurker actually. You might think I'm extroverted because I'm on Instagram a lot. I'm actually not extroverted. I am definitely a little bit more of a closet introvert. So I am a lurker in Facebook groups. I'm not going to be out there just sharing my opinion all the time as a as a participant. As a leader, I definitely go in and will do that because that's my job. But come in, even if you're a lurker in a Facebook group, I still want you. That is, again, one of our favorite things about all of the resets is just the active community that we get, especially as perimenopausal women. We're working, we're taking care of families and our household. We are trying to be good wives. We are trying to serve the Lord. We are trying to do all of these things all day, every day, and it burns us out at some point. And so taking care of yourself, whether you're in perimenopause or menopause, is not selfish. It's so that you can, show up and be a better wife and be a better mom and be a better caretaker for everyone who depends on you in your life. So if that's something that you want, I would love to have you in the reset. As I get more Q&As, I'll hop on this week just to share with you guys, different answers to these questions that naturally pop up. Beneath this video, I am going to put the link to the reset this week only till August 4th. So it's only till August 4th. You can use the code PERI2024, PERI 2024, to get $50 off the reset. But after that, the price goes up to $197, still super reasonable. So if you missed the pre-sale, no big deal. You can still hop in later. We do start August 26th, but the group opens up and you get access to your materials on August 19th. Okay, so hop on in. Things are starting to roll over on that side. If your husband's interested, there is a husband reset option this time too. My man asked for it, so I created it. He's going to do it with a bunch of his buddies. So if you want in on that, you absolutely can do that too. That's an extra $87, and your man will be, set for the 28 days. The meal plans coincide, so everything you're doing, he's going to be doing just a little bit differently on the nutrition aspect for him. So thanks for listening, and let me know if you have any questions. Bye.